guys, Arolf here, back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hot Toys Thor Ragnarok Gladiator Hulk. This is movie masterpiece 430, so let's get into it. So, taking a look around the packaging, on the front you get a nice picture of Hulk, and just comparing it to a regular 1/6 scale figure like Thor here, 12-inch figure, you can see the box is double in size and double in thickness as well. But looking on the side here, it says Hulk MMS 430 right there, 1/6 scale collectible figure. On the back you get Hulk with a bunch of UPCs and some warning labels as well. And on the top you get a Thor Ragnarok right there and nothing else on the bottom. And without further ado, let's get into it. Doing some size comparisons, here is Hulk next to Infinity War Thor and Iron Man from Iron Man 2. Also, here's Hulk next to the Marvel Legends Age of Ultron Hulk, the Gladiator Hulk, and the Gladiator Thor. Like with every Hot Toys, Hulk comes with an instruction manual, which I highly recommend you look at before you actually pose the figure, attach all the accessories, move all the eyes and stuff. So yeah, just pause if you want to read a specific section of this instruction manual. So yeah. For Hulk's accessories, he comes with his Gladiator helmet, which is partially disassembled, so you just want to assemble it right here really quickly. So you just want to take the two side pieces, attach it on one side like so, and the other side like so. And what's neat about this is it's also padded on the inside, so it won't scuff the head sculpt itself. And that's what it looks like, fully assembled, and it looks amazing. But closely looking at this helmet here, you can see this bottom back portion here is made out of soft rubbery plastic, so it won't hinder the head articulation, as opposed to the top half being a hard plastic. And you can see his mohawk right here, made out of red and black hair. Not really accurate, it's kind of mixed up here, but it's good enough. Hulk also comes with a alternative head sculpt that we previously got before with the Hot Toys Age of Ultron, which is okay. At least they gave us a screaming head sculpt, which I appreciate of Hot Toys doing. You can see it has that nice silver paint, just to indicate that this is from Thor Ragnarok. And you can see there is some padding on the inside of the mouth here, just to not scuff up the paint when rotating this head sculpt. And what's also neat about this is this hairpiece can come off via magnets, and you can see there are some joysticks in the inside here, which can allow you to individually rotate the eyes, which is nice. And we never seen or heard this from Hot Toys before, so it's pretty neat that they gave us this option of rotating the eyes. It's not the PERS system, the parallel eyeball rolling system that we got from the DX series, but it's nice that we can rotate the eyes, and you can see it looks pretty cool. Included with this alternative screaming head sculpt is this back piece right here, which magnetically attaches as well. This allows you to attach the helmet on. It's kind of weird how Hot Toys instructions put it, because they want you to, once you have the back piece attached, you want to put the helmet top half first and then attach the side pieces. But when trying to do that, the sideburns here get in the way. So what I recommend is attaching these side pieces to the helmet first, and then putting this helmet onto the head last, so it just sits nicely and doesn't get hindered by the hair, and you don't want to damage the hair as well. So that's what it looks like with the Screaming head sculpt. Doesn't look as great as the regular head sculpt, which I'll show you in a bit. But moving over to the hands here, Hulk comes with 2 pairs of additional hands, so 1 pair of these weapon holding hands. You can see the paint job is amazing. They painted the nails here as well, which is a nice touch. It's made out of this dense plastic. You can see the ball hole right there. Really like the skin texturing. The armor here, a little soft plastic right there. But moving to the other hand here, which is a differently colored, different wrap, different armor plating, and all that stuff. You can see right there the ball hole. And moving these fingers here, they are kind of a little stiff, but the thumb here is it's not that stiff compared to the other fingers, so it won't be as tricky as putting the weapons inside these hands. But moving over to the articulated hands, taking a closer look at the hands here, you can see how big it is. Just looking at the texturing on the inside, really nice texturing in paint job by Hot Toys. Kind of has this glossy look to it. See the fingernails right there, same thing, pretty soft rubbery plastic right there. But just bending the fingers, this is how far the max range I can get with these fingers. I tried bending it even more, but I do not want to break it, as they say in the instructions. So you could probably get more range out of this. I just don't want to break mine. And just looking at the other hand here, same armor plating throughout, soft rubbery plastic on the bottom part of the hand, and just bending the fingers here, you could see really stiff and really nice. I'm pretty sure it has a wireframe on that as well, so that's neat. And last but not least, Hulk comes with his Gladiator weapons, and just comparing this to the Marvel Legends Gladiator Hulk, you can see how much bigger it is. It's just a funny comparison, kind of pointless one, but you could see how big the hammers are, and the sculpts, how different they are compared to one another. Yeah, right there. But just looking at the hammer here up close, you can see nice silver paint job, a little black airbrushing here and there. It is a hollow hammer head as well, you can see, and the handle itself is also hollow, so Hulk wouldn't have any trouble holding this hammer up. But it is not a clean hammer. It's been through some wear and tear. You can see there are some scuffing marks on the side here, on the top here as well. Even though it is a hollow hammer, it is quite dense as well. Moving over to the axe here, I kind of compared it to the movie. It is slightly accurate. It is a double edge axe here. It is quite sharp as well, so be cautious on that, on the tips here. But you can see the handle here has that nice silver paint job and black dry brushing effect, which is neat. So those are his weapons. And swapping out the head sculpt, hold by the neck and pull by the head like so. You want to line the rubber pieces with the ball socket and attach the new head like so, and there you go. Now attaching the helmet version on the regular head sculpt, you just want to remove the top hairpiece here with the helmet fully formed like that, just magnetically attaching it on, and there you go. And you can see it looks amazing with this regular head sculpt, as opposed to the alternative one, which doesn't attach quite as well. But removing the helmet here and demonstrating the eyeball rolling system on this head sculpt, see what that looks like. It's kind of different compared to the alternative one. This one has 2 separate pieces, so you want to remove the top hair piece, which I already did, and remove this back piece as well. So there's that. You can see the magnets on the inside as well right there. And turning it back here, you can see the joysticks, the 2 white joysticks, and just showing you how these eyes roll on this head. That's what that looks like, and yeah. So taking a closer look at Hulk here with the new sculpt, starting with the head sculpt. Amazing job by Hot Toys as always. What I like about this is the new haircut. I like how they sculpted the hair and they kind of added a faded look to it with the haircut here. You can see some of these seam lines here for the eyeball rolling system and attaching the helmet, which is fine. It doesn't look that bad. The back piece right here, kind of the seam line is almost seamless, but yeah, you can see that faded look going on, and the sculpted hairs on the bottom. Really nice head sculpt, really amazing. Added some sweat effects as well. You can see there's a little bit of glistening effects on his face, which I really like. And yeah, you could see removing the hairpiece and attaching it back, you could see how that seam tries to hide itself within the sculpt, which is a good attempt by Hot Toys. But yeah, just showing you once again how this attaches and how the seam almost goes away. So now taking a look at the torso here, the strap and the armor pieces. First off, looking at this blue armor piece right here, which is tabbed in and magnetically attached to the shoulder strap right here. You can see the magnet and the tab right there. Now the reason why they allow you to detach this shoulder piece is due to the fact that when articulating the arm, some of the armor pieces from the arm can actually hinder or hit the blue shoulder piece, so that's why they allow you to remove that and get more range out of the arm. But looking at the rest of this torso and strap here, you can see the strap is a separate piece and it's not sculpted onto the base of the base Hulk body mold here or whatever. It's made out of this thick rubbery plastic type. And the arms here, the top part is kind of a hard plastic, has a little texturing, has this rubbery feel as well, but we'll get into that later. You can see these straps here are separate and that paint job continues throughout the bottom as well. And you can see the armor pieces right here is made out of this hollow plastic as well, so it's not too heavy on the figure, and just attaching it back like so. I like having the tab rest on the slot here and not tabbed in all the way if in the future I want to move the arm, so I just leave it like that. And moving over to the arms here, you can see that nice leathery and textured look to the armor here, and I already showed you what the fists look like before, but just looking at the rib cage here, you can see the rib cage kind of skin kind of is made out of this rubbery plastic and allows the arm to have some range. And looking at the abdomen area, you can see they also sculpted a belly button, which is a nice attention to detail as well. And you can see moving the armored pieces here that these are separate armor pieces. You can see the arm right there, really nice texturing. The strap, the buckles here are also painted. This little shoulder arm piece right there is a little separate. His little skirt here is also separate. These side pieces right there are separate, and all of these pieces right here are made out of a thick rubbery plastic, so these won't deteriorate over time. But yeah, you can see looking at the inside right there, just showing you the inside of his little leg area is made out of this cloth material, and the little straps right here on his thighs are also rubber and kind of a cloth composite, so that's really nice. And nice attention to detail by Hot Toys. They really didn't need to add actually cloth pieces. They could have just sculpted this little rubber piece on the thighs, but they went above and beyond over that. Really nice texturing, and that little rubber thing on the thighs continues onto his gluteus maximus area, if you want to get scientific on that. And you can see just you could rotate the little rubber piece as well, so really nice detail throughout, even the crotch and hip area. But now moving over to the calf area, you could see the little straps here are also separate pieces and also nicely painted and nicely detailed as well. And you could also see some veins here on the thighs. Now those veins aren't only there, they continue throughout the torso and the face as well, which is also amazing. finally, looking at the feet here, just moving it around, showing you how it moves. You can see it is kind of hindered since it's kind of a slotted piece inside this little strap area strapped onto his shin guards here. But the detail is amazing. You can see it's that bronze button, kind of a stitched look as well on the side. You can see the buckles here are painted nicely, and that little bronze button continues throughout, and the feet itself is amazing. And the bottom of his feet, you can see there are some little branding logos, and note that the bottom of his feet is just hard plastic, so this thing is sturdy and it won't fall over unless you get it in a wrong position or have the feet positioned in a different way. But yeah, for Hulk's articulation here, starting off with the head is on a ball joint. With the assist of the neck joint right there, it can move up that far and downward that much. It also has some side-to-side movement. It wouldn't rotate it 360 because it could scratch the neck post as well, the rubber neck post. He also has some tilty-shifty head movements like so. Now removing the shoulder armor here, just to show you the range I can get with the arms spread outward. So that's how far you can get spreading outward, a little less than 90 degrees, which is quite unfortunate, but due to the fact how it's sculpted, I understand, and inward that much. The arms here do rotate 360 degrees as you saw in the instructions. I'm only going to do it on this arm here because the other arm seems a little bit stiffer, so there's that. There is no bicep swivel, which is okay, and I understand because of the sculpt. He has a single jointed elbow like so, and same thing on the other arm. The wrist here are on ball joints, double ball joints, so you can move side to side and up and down. Now, not all the way around because it's hindered by the armor. Just popping that off and showing you that's the ball joint right there. Now looking at the torso here, it's on a ball joint, so you can bend backward that far, which is great. And forward that much. Let's see if I can push it a little more. There you go. And also has some side-to-side movement like so. And just showing you the full 360 range right here. I'm going to move it all the way around, so do a little hula hoop action right there. Dancing Hulk right there. Now showing you the other arm. I wouldn't rotate all the way around just to show you how freaking tough this joint is. You can see that's how far it moves forward, and moving it back, it's just a lot of clickety, kind of frictiony stuff, which hopefully that isn't damaging the rubber. Now moving over to the legs here, the legs can kick forward that far, which is okay. Pretty good range for a Hulk figure, and backward not that much or not at all. He also has a upper thigh swivel, which does rotate all the way around. For here, I'm just going to rotate side to side. You can see right there. He also has a single jointed knee, which bends almost 90 degrees right there. And it also has a little rotation at the knee as well. And finally, the feet here, they're on ball joints, so they can bend down that far and up that much, like so. And he also has a ankle pivot. And doing the ankle pivot test. Oh my gosh, this one's a little tricky and tough and scary, but he is good to go. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications because there are more videos coming. Hopefully I can get some new Marvel Legends figures today, like the Spider-Man PS4 Marvel Legends and some other 10th anniversary Marvel Legends figures. And hopefully when November 6th comes around, I can pick up the Art of Avengers Infinity War. So I'm going to probably do a full walkthrough on that, so be on the lookout for those videos as well. But overall, since this is a Hot Toys figure, what can you expect? The sculpt, the articulation is great. Articulation is subpar because it is a Hulk figure, and due to the size, there are some compromises and sacrifices that Hot Toys has to make to achieve this kind of a level of detail and quality. But I do enjoy the articulation a bit. It's fun to pose, even though it is a lackluster articulated figure, but the sculpt and everything makes up for that. This is probably the best incarnation of Hulk that we got in a long time, probably my favorite because of the short haircut, the revamped look. Can't wait what they do with the Avengers 4 Hulk or the Infinity War Hulk if they ever release that. But yeah, can't wait. Really like this figure. Go ahead, pick it up now at Sideshow Toys or any local Hot Toys seller shop near you. So yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf more. This is signing out. Peace.